Dad, there's an important letter from Uncle Frank.
What does he want? Uncle Frank. It's about the YouTubers Hamfest coming up in May.
Welcome to the weird part of the internet.
Now that all the conventions have opened back up, we're not doing a YouTubers Hamfest.
Nah, that means we're gonna be hamming harder this year.
This is NJ7V, hamming harder.
NJ7V, this is KF7RYX. You are on the local repeater. This is not hamming harder.
W7NRS, NJ7V, hamming harder.
NJ7V, this is W7NRS. I'm standing right next to you. This is not hamming harder.
Hey, antenna boy, turn your antenna towards Connecticut so you can hear me.
You gotta ham harder, Don. Ham harder, ham harder.
Announcing the third annual YouTubers Hamfest for 2022, chasing the gray line.
No, not chasing buses. Gray line. Hayden, got you in the logs finally, brother. Thanks.
Hayden, why aren't you in my logs yet? I know you're there.
I don't know why you're not in my log. Are you not hamming hard enough?
Hayden is in my logbook. Or was it that guy from New Zealand? One of those guys.
Hayden actually is in my log because I'm good at my job. My amateur job.
Please join us on Friday, May 27th through to Sunday the 29th as we go through your favorite.
Please join us Friday, May 27th through Sunday, May 29th.
To take a look at some of your favorite radios, antennas,
Cables?
Did someone... You hear that? That's the sound of cheap coax. Don't buy cheap coax.
and let's not forget about all of your favorite ham radio gadgets. Did somebody say solar panels?
Somebody say wire strippers?
Did someone say OP1 and Flipper Zero?
That's not a QRP radio.
Don't forget to get your transmitters ready for an FT8 off.
That's a QRP radio.
Along with interviews from ICOM, Yaesu, ARRL, and me interviewing the Parks on the Air officials to learn more information about the program.
And finally, we'll be highlighting the most interesting videos and people from ham radio.
That's right, we found the smoking ape's real name. It's Clarence.
You know, I was gonna read this, but everyone else's is so funny. What the heck?
Don't forget to bring your favorite snacks and beverages for the Friday night happy hour. I'll be bringing my favorite drink, Malort.
Mine's tea.
I'll bring my favorite drink, which is water, and the tears of my enemies.
I'm bringing my favorite IPA.
And I'll bring the cigars. And don't worry, unlike the FCC, we're fee-free.
So please come by and see me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And all of us.
On Memorial Weekend for the 3rd annual YouTubers Hamfest of 2022!
We are chasing the gray line for the 3rd annual YouTubers Hamfest for 2022.
Come get some.
Okay, here we are. Thanks you everybody for joining today. Every time I see that promo, I chuckle. It was well done by Jason, Ham Radio 2.0. So anyway, hey, I'm here today because I just want to talk a little bit about the exciting news that I am going to Hamvention, and it's going to be a great time. I've never been before, and so I'm really grateful that I'll be kind of rubbing shoulders with some of those who have. Kyle, who is in the chat room, KAA0Z is going to be in there as well, and a bunch of the other YouTubers. So, and also my co-host, one of the co-hosts, Brian, who you've seen here on the All Portable Discussion Zone. He's going to go be up there too as well. So I'll be hanging out with him. So there's a lot of people I know that will be there, and so I'm excited about that. So. I just want to maybe try something here, and that is I want to do what Larry does. If you haven't seen Larry's live stream, his daily live stream, Ham Radio Live, then you should check that out. He comes on right after us. But what I want to do is try to acknowledge a bunch of people who are here. So, for example, we have Grim Reaper. Good day, sir. Thank you very much. And we have Jesse who's here. So welcome, Jesse. And Jesse is really tearing up CW. He's at 25 words a minute now, and I just started learning this year, so he's doing great. We have K9EI, who I'm going to be interviewing at the flea market. I just decided. So we'll be seeing you. Thank you for being here. And we have Kyle. Yeah, he's here. He's listening out of one ear. He said I invited him to come, but he's busy with meetings. We've got Gunther. Thank you for being here. And Dirk. Hey, how about that? Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Clear my throat. And let's see, we have 45 Auto, who I always forget if 45 Auto is Sean or not, but I think it is. So welcome to you. And there's that. Thank you. Jason, thank you for being here. And then we have Dirk as well again. So I think that rounds it out. I think that's who all we have right now. Thank you all for being here. And Jesse says that he started in June. So it'll be a year. So he started in June. So a good example right there. So and 45 Auto says no, it's not Sean. Shane, right? Not Shane either. I don't know. I can't remember who's who. Well, first thing I wanted to mention was that let me see if I can share my screen here and tell you about what's coming up. And that is going to be right there. Share. All right, so we have here, I have listed right now that this is the current live stream we've got, but I have a Hamvention live stream scheduled for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as you'll see. And so it's all going to depend on the service that's out there and how much I have an opportunity to really stream. I'm worried about like cell phone saturation, the cell phone tower saturation. So I'm not sure how it's going to work, but my goal is to stream once a day, probably around lunchtime there, which is going to be 9 o'clock in the Pacific, more or less, and try to be there at the vendors' locations or at the flea market, and we'll just have to see how it goes. I want to, while I have the screen up, I also want to mention one other thing here. Well, let me just do that. I have the latest Pocket Double paddle review. It's a Morse code paddle review coming up. That'll be during the Dayton Hamvention, so I actually have it listed right now. It'll be on Thursday, but so go ahead and check that out too on Thursday. But let me stop sharing screen now and get back here. So I think I'm going to try the live stream, like I said. If not, then we'll have a bunch of videos afterwards. So that's plan number one. And so let me see what else we've got here in the chat real quick. So we've got Jason saying good day. And we have KH7FC. Welcome. And yeah, there we go. And then we have, I think Shane is yeah, see, 45 Auto is Shane. Scout 75. Yep, okay. that helps. I figured. Cool. Thanks for being here, Shane. Kyle says roving radio. So Andy's here as well. Thank you for being back, Andy. Coming back. And so Thursday, my plan is to attend Contest University. Brian, W7JET, my co-host, and convinced me that was something that I needed to do, and I think I agree with him because field day is huge, and I want to get more involved in some of the contests, and so this is going to be a great opportunity for me to learn more about how to do that. But I'm going to cut it short a little bit on Contest University because I also want to do 4 days in May. And so 4 days in May is going to be the same day at the same time. So what I'm going to do is do the morning, first half till lunch at 4 days at, Contest University. Then I'll be doing 4 days in May. And I wanted to catch Adam, K6ARK, doing his presentation at 4 days in May. And so that'll be in the afternoon. And so I'll just go over there. Then after that, after the 4 days in May and the CW Ops, I will be attending, not CW Ops, the Contest University. Keep stumbling on that. In that, after those contests or conferences are over, I will be attending the CW Ops dinner. I think it's an awards dinner that night. And so looking forward to that, to meet a bunch of the people who I know on the air and who I have worked through CW Ops. Then after that, if there's time and I have a way to get there, I am going to go to the Gainworks Brewery. So the group that I'm with, the YouTubers that I'm with, there's a plan on Thursday after the Contest University and after Field Days in May to go and tour the radio station. What is it? Radio America, I think it's called. And then after that, go and hang out at a brewery. So that's day one. That's Thursday. And so that's what we'll do that day. Jesse says one day he'll have a member number, and that day's coming soon because I'm going to help him out with that. Okay, so Friday, that's when the actual convention opens and the Hamvention and all that. So I'll be doing vendor interviews for that day, most of the day, Friday, and just looking at the flea market and just getting footage for later videos. I do want to catch some of the presentations. They call them forums. On that day, on Friday, we have a friend of mine, Keith, from here in Arizona, that does Summits on the Air. You all know him by KR7RK. He is going to be presenting, doing a soda presentation that day on Friday. So I'll catch that. Then right after that, Kyle, who's listening, is doing a presentation in his forum, and so I'll catch that one as well. Then we'll go over to something that I was supposed to promote here, and let me just go over to Discord and catch that real quick because I forgot what it was. Something about the youth, but let me catch it here and see what it was again. Scrolling up, if I can find it here real quick. If not, I'll just skip over. Oh yeah, Steve K5ATA says that there is there's a ARRL forum on youth outreach and engagement. That's Friday at 2:45 at the Hamvention, so right after Kyle's. And so I just wanted to make sure that you all knew about that, and we're going to be going there and attending that and showing support for that as well. So that's pretty much Friday. Friday's going to be a great day. Then after the convention part of that, then we have dinner, and then it's off to the Hope Hotel events. And I hear this is going to be a great event where everybody hangs out till 1 a.m. Is that right? I don't know if I buy that, but it should be pretty fun. I hear there's free pizza there, so that'll work. Then we go on into Saturday, and again, vendor interviews and some footage of the flea market and whatnot. And then the presentations I'm going to catch that day are the Parks on the Air presentation, and then there's a Morse code presentation. Both of those are for sure I'll catch. One of the most important things is a soda meetup. That will be at 1:30, and we'll be going there for sure. And I don't know if I'll live stream that or not, but I'll be catching a bunch of the guys that'll be there and visiting. And then at 2:30 my time there in Ohio, which would be I think 11:30 Pacific, I am going to hop on Larry's live stream, and we're going to talk ham radio on his and the ham radio convention and Hamvention over on his live stream. And so we'll be joining him there live from Hamvention. And then after that, we have the YouTubers have reserved a bar to gather and to mingle with everybody. And so that's at the Troll Pub. So yeah, Andy says you'll need a week off when you come back. Yeah, I heard that Jason said that when he came back one of the times that he didn't want to do anything with ham radio for like ever. So a couple of my goals, things I want to accomplish. First of all, I'm looking for the things that I want to buy. I've heard a few people have a list of things that they want to do, and I'm just looking for a radio for Tommy, my friend, an IC 7700, which is a pretty expensive radio. I looked it up; it's like $3,000 or something like that. So I'll be looking for a good deal on that because he wants to buy one of those, and if he does, then I'll put him in touch with whoever, or just buy it and have him pay me back. Kyle says you have a full schedule, and that's great. Yeah, thanks, Kyle. And then also, I think my primary purpose in going this time, honestly, I really don't have a list of anything that I'm looking for. my primary purpose is to just mingle with people, meet people, and have that face-to-face contact with everybody, which I'm really looking forward to. I think if there's anything on my list that I might add to my list that I'm looking for, it might just be anything that I might be able to do to supplement or review or participate in Summits on the Air with. There may be a nice little radio, like maybe a UKITS radio, or I don't know, maybe I'll find a KX1. Whatever it is, we'll just kind of be looking for soda stuff more than anything, I think, with if anything that relates to that. Nothing big. I'm not expecting the big replacement for the FT817 to come out. So at this Hamvention. So I guess I'll just be waiting, saving my money for when that does happen. Who knows when. So then again, like I said, I'd like to hang out with the YouTubers and a little bit as well. So we have a Airbnb, and there's a lot of the guys will be staying there. I think with me is Kyle, and then there's Josh, Hamid Crash Course Josh, and there's I think Mike. Maybe he's kind of back and forth between whether he's going to stay with Jason in his RV or come over to the Airbnb, and then we have a few others there that I can't remember right now. We had like 8 that are staying there, so. That will be a good time. Brian is staying in another hotel, and he gets really good discounts with his flying and stuff like that. So he's going to be living good. So I guess I'd just like to say I'd like to meet any of you guys who are going to be there at the Hamvention. We need to figure out a way to meet up. Maybe come on over to the soda meetup on Saturday at 1:30 if you can do that. Or if you see me, just stop me. I'm using that ARRL app that Kyle put me onto that, and it's really good. And I have all my information in there, contact information that way. I'm good on QRZ, and you can also check the YouTubers booth. We have Jason bought a booth for the YouTubers, and so we'll be there on and off. And then I'm good on social media, and we have the frequency 146-400. We agreed we're going to be on as far as coordinating and stuff. So. That's that. So, like I said, it's just a short little live stream. I just wanted to chat with you a little bit and let you know kind of what my plans are. I'm really excited about it. If there's any questions or comments you have more in the chat room, go ahead and leave them there. But I do have Jesse saying, "Hey, a KX2 for your wife," and yes, if I find a good deal, then I probably will buy a KX2 for my wife. But I don't know if it's just if it's not a great deal, then we'll probably wait and get something else later on down the road. But yeah, KX2 would be great. I'd love to have one of those. So, and then Grim Reaper, yeah, thanks. Good morning to you. He's from BC, Canada. I think I worked him recently on or maybe he's the one. I think I know this call sign. I think maybe he's learning Morse code and is going to get on the air soon. So. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. So, all right. So, like I said, Larry is coming up here in probably 10 minutes on his live stream if he starts when he is scheduled to do so. So you might want to hop on over there and catch him. He's got some good information about. He's doing a series all week on ham fests and Hamventions and that type of thing, ham conventions, and is going to be featuring different ones. And so I think that's going to be really interesting. And then in the end, at the end of the week is when I'm on. So should be a good few live streams coming up. And Jesse says he's in the VE6 Discord. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. And yeah, I think I've corresponded with him, and he did. Yep. So he is going to be learning Morse code, I think. Good. I hope to get you on the air and work you. As far as my Summits on the Air plans, I did go with Chris, N1CLC, up to the White Mountains in Arizona last week, and I worked 4 summits there and hung out with him, had a great time. I have a video coming out on that, but just not enough time to squeeze that in before the Hamvention. So that'll come out after, but with Hamvention, and then the following week I have a volunteer thing I'm doing, and then I think there's actually something the week after. I don't see myself getting out there and doing Summits on the Air until June 1st, which is really discouraging, but it is what it is. That's the way it goes sometimes. But on June 1st, there is a summer bonus starts on June 1st, and so here in Arizona. So of course, when every year for the last several years, last couple of years anyway, we've done what we've called Mini Morning Madness. Other people call it Sunday service, whatever you want to call it, sunrise service. We get up like extremely early. I get up like around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, head over to a summit, hike to the top. I'm there as the sun is coming up, and then I work usually just VHF, but sometimes I'll do HF, then hop back down and get in the car, come home, shower, and start work that morning. So that's going to start here in June 1st. I think I already have plans to go with a friend of mine up to my first summit for the summer bonus and do that. Something that I'm going to try this year that I haven't in years past is instead of making videos of all those summits, I'm actually going to try to live stream those. Most of the summits are in the Phoenix metro area, so it's within cell service. I've got good solid cell coverage, and so I think I can do that. I think I can hop up on the mountain and go live, and then work the contacts and take your calls and do that. So cool. So that's what's coming up. Kyle has a question, and what is your flea market strategy? I don't know, Kyle. I mean, I know what people do. They say that the best strategy is to start early and then return late. So like go at right when it opens, start looking for some stuff, and then once everything kind of clears out and it gets near the end, people want to kind of dump their stuff. So try maybe at the end too. But the problem, Kyle, with me is I'm not really looking for anything specific. So my flea market strategy is just kind of just going to be, walk up and down every aisle and take a look and see if there's anything that catches my eye. And if there is, then I might grab it. But that's pretty much my strategy. If you guys have any other suggestions on what I might consider, this is the biggest problem with me not having been before, is I don't know a lot about what I might be able to do to make things work better for me as far as making it more enjoyable and taking advantage of everything. But I'm doing my best. I think I've got a pretty good schedule going, and with the help of Kyle, and he's going to be picking me up at the airport and driving for me. So that's kind of part of the thing too, is we have a lot of people there with cars, but I'm going to be without one. So but I don't want to inconvenience people. So if I want to go somewhere, I'll just Uber it if nobody else is heading that way. So it's going to be interesting because I'll be hanging out with people a lot, but then at the same time, I am going to go out on my own and do my own thing. And yeah, he said, have a big wallet. Yeah. Kyle told me to bring, Kyle told me to bring $400 or $500, I think he said, cash. And I'm like, I'm not going to bring that much money. I don't want to carry that much money around. And then I went and I told my wife, I said, they're suggesting that we bring $400 or $500 cash, and she didn't even blink. She just said, "Okay, well, do what you got to do." My wife is awesome. I love her. She knows that I'll do my best to keep things reined in. But yeah, it might be kind of hard not to spend money when you go, right? I'm not quite sure how it's going to be. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, it's just a short one here. I am going to try to catch as many vendors as I can. And interview those. If I can, I'll do a few live. If not, we'll just kind of do whatever. So again, watch my channel, and it's just going to be hit and miss whenever. And so thanks to everybody for joining, and I hope you all have a good day. And again, get on over to Larry's channel and check out his live stream coming up today. He's got some good information on ham fests, and also on the great propagation we're experiencing right now, which is unprecedented. So, all right, guys, catch you guys later, and we'll see you on the next one. And I guess when we get back, we'll talk more about this. 73.